the Barrios through, and it landed flush on Pacquiao, and it seemed like it didn't hurt him, but definitely got him off balance.
Barrios trying to establish the jab.
And it almost seems like he wants Pacquiao to get some sense of confidence for him to come in.
And do something like that. Open up and then land a quick, sharp uppercut. There's that left from Manny Pacquiao. He's got to stay active with it, though.
Manny's got to be able to move his feet consistently, something he couldn't do in the...
Manny Pacquiao, despite the 4-inch disparity, but it's the quickness that makes Manny Pacquiao dangerous. And look, against Ugas, he told members of his team, I could see the shots, I couldn't get there. Tonight, he's getting there.
Definitely is. There's not much punches thrown in this round, but the punches that he did throw were effective.
Yun, grabe mga idol. Hinga muna tayo mga idol. At kay Tito Con of Sultan Game Par, maraming salamat po sa 100 pesos. Kay Allison, kay Nino Canoy, maraming salamat po.
Hindi natin alam kung nagsisit up siya mo. So galaw ang ulo, hulog. One to out.
Right hand in the body, left hook to the head.
Yeah.
Combination.
Pag pumabor ang kanan, nakita mo, open mo. Let's go.
Asking Manny Pacquiao to throw combinations to the body. But he's got to be very aware of that powerful right hand from Mario Barrios. 18 knockouts in 29 victories. You see Barrios now coming out to meet Manny Pacquiao in the center of the ring. Wants to establish the fact that he's the champion. Will this be the round after a feeling out round? He starts off with a good jab.
He has to take the lead, meaning Barrios, with the output to control the terms of this fight. And really, as he said all week, make Manny look and feel like the older fighter.
Yeah. Again, it felt like the first round was definitely a study round for Barrios. He saw what he needed to see. He landed the right hand. Pacquiao comes in forward, opens up. So now it's Barrios trying to get the jab going. But again, Pacquiao, you see the old Pacquiao coming in with the flurry, stepping back and getting back on that jab.
That was a quick 1-2 from Pacquiao. What was not quick was his exit. You see the feet get tangled there. As Thomas Taylor, the third man in the ring, immediately sees that it was the feet getting tangled. It'll happen to Abner when a southpaw and an orthodox fighter step in the ring together.
It happens all the time, but even in knockouts, sometimes when you go down, even if it was no punching, you kind of get a little bit distracted. Speed of Barrios, but no, he's getting back in that jab.
Pacquiao has the chance to achieve many different historic feats tonight. One of them is becoming the first boxer in history to hold a world title in 4 different decades. Incredible to think about.
And the fact that he would be the first ever inducted International Boxing Hall of Famer to not only come back, but to also be crowned a world champion. But to do that, there's a lot that yet needs to be done.
That was a nice jab and followed by a body shot early as well from Barrios. He definitely needs to work the body against the older 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Break him down.
That's it. That was a very ill-intentioned counter right that Barrios wanted to punish Pacquiao with. That's a nice left, and then a jab counter from Barrios. So there's an answer from Barrios now in the second round.
There's an answer from Barrios, the right hand, but Pacquiao's landing some shots too, and then let's not forget, guys, Manny Pacquiao still possesses that power, the old man power people talked about in the sparring sessions, that he was hurting people.
And once again, he's in against a bigger fighter. Barrios' team said they wanted him to come in at around 168 pounds on fight night. Pacquiao nowhere near there.
Remember, Barrios hasn't been on the fight at this level exactly, but he's been on the pay-per-view level twice in losses to Gervonta Davis and Keith Thurman, and he talked so much this week about what he learned from those in terms of maturity, education, patience.
Pacquiao was patient and countered with a short right, which is not his MO. He's a big left-hand guy, but you know, early on he was seen as a one-handed puncher. Good round from Mario.
Salamat po. At sa 100 pesos kay MB Tropical Kagayari, Kinura, Japan. Maraming salamat po.
Offensively is there. What's not really there is the exit strategy for Manny Pacquiao. Ooh, got
get with that right hand.
Yep. Now it's Barrios starting off with the jab, using his height advantage and reach advantage. 6.5 inches taller, 4 inches longer on that reach.
Bob Santos is such a key to the confidence and execution of Mario Barrios. And remember, that was Barrios' original trainer when he turned pro in 2013. They went 16-0 together, they parted ways, and since they've returned in 2023, you've seen a more confident Barrios that's 3-0-1 overall, including winning a world title.
Oh, really? He has grown with Bob Santos these last couple of fights, and again, he's fighting a legend tonight. Does not want to make any mistakes, and Bob Santos knows. He's being really alert, really cautious, speaking of Barrios.
Manny looked like he was motioning to Barrios, telling him to raise the punches after a couple were on that belt line.
Barrios says, hey, you're not the referee. That guy's got to tell me what to do.
Well, that's a key part of it. We're going to wait for this turning point where Barrios stops respecting Pacquiao. That could either be the point that begins his undoing if he gets caught, or that downhill ride as the younger man with the younger legs.
And when you come to that word respect, these both warriors have been touching up gloves at the beginning of each round as a sign of respect. But Barrios said, I have to lose that respect. And his trainer, Bob Santos, said, look, at the end of the day, I need my guy to have a killer instinct. Because you ask guys like Oscar De La Hoya, Antonio Margarito, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, what happens when you don't match this guy's killer instinct? It doesn't end well.
It does not. And there's a response from Barrios. Good body shot. That was good body shots.
And here you see Thomas Taylor saying, you may be Manny Pacquiao, but I established the belt line early on before the fight started. He's very particular about that. And you love that out of a referee of Thomas Taylor's pedigree.
Yeah, and for me, guys, I don't think it's much so the respect that Barrios is showing for Pacquiao right now. I think it's just like he's trying to figure him out. He's got the jab going, okay, he's trying to land the body shot. He's landed a couple of them, but at the same time, he does not want to make mistakes.
There's a nice leaping left there from Manny Pacquiao. There's that jab, though he can't get away from the jab of Mario Barrios. He's just too slow on the defensive end tonight.
He knows that sooner or later, Pacquiao's going to fade. So he believes and hopes.
Barrios has a 4-inch reach advantage, but he's 6.5-inch height advantage as the tallest opponent at 6 foot even that Manny has yet to face.
The right uppercut, now a left uppercut from Mario Barrios. Getting more confident. And that means that Manny Pacquiao will start to open up and get caught by shots like that right. The crowd's loving it at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Yun, grabe mga idol. Woo!
Still draws a crowd at age 46. People understand that if anybody can defy Father Time, if anyone can make history once again, it's the man in the black trunks with the orange trim. The man you know by just one name. That's how you know an athlete has made it. If you're Pelé, if you're Maradona, if you're Cristiano, well, if you hear the name Manny or Pacquiao, you're not thinking Manny Machado.
This is a people's champ right here. Everyone loves Manny. He's a great
hold
person.
on here.
One of those stiff jabs there from Barrios. It looked like it snapped the head of Pacquiao back during that sequence.
Yeah, he kind of shook him up a little bit. But then he didn't follow up.
I mean, we're seeing in pockets the limitations, the age of Manny Pacquiao. As long as his balance and his stamina can hold form, he's still a threat in this fight. But when one of those goes, it could really turn quickly.
And that jab did catch Manny a little bit off balance, and that's why it seemed to be more damaging than it was.
Already, though, he's moving a lot more than he did against Ugas some 4 years ago, in which he said he was getting leg massages 3 times a day. He cramped up in that fight. Since then, they've switched course. Massages once a week, and he says he feels a lot younger because of that.
Yeah, no cramps here in this fight so far for Manny Pacquiao, moving a lot more. Feet movement, the quickness. But again, Barrios not yet throwing a lot of punches like Ugas did against Manny Pacquiao, and that gave Manny problems. And there it is. Every time that Barrios throws punches, he lands. He hurts Pacquiao.
That was a nice counter from Mario Barrios that Manny Pacquiao tried to get a couple of other shots in, and there's a leaping uppercut there from Mario Barrios, now establishing the jab against the veteran. Look, if he can get Manny Pacquiao walking backwards, that's the fight.
Yeah, you got to start getting the attention of Manny by doing that. The jab, push him back.
The jab is the key. That's the key to wear Manny down. Really pull out that gas tank.
I like the bigger fighter you are.
Another nice right uppercut also from Mario Barrios. Maybe not landing clean, but he's getting there and he's making Manny Pacquiao think before he commits.
Even though Barrios has had the upper hand for most of this round, you can still see him leery of the speed of that left-hand counter from Pacquiao.
See that straight left to the body from Manny Pacquiao. Let's not forget, ooh, beautiful left hand to the face from Manny.
That right cross from Barrios landed flush, however.
It's the back and forth between these two fighters. You can feel the tension and also the respect.
Yun, hinga muna tayo ulit mga idol. Grabe.